All right, we're back in it. Let's see. Go. Yes, hi. It's me again. Oh, that one. No, actually, I want this one. Maybe? Where the hell am I? Alright, never mind. I was gonna do like a face forward view like I normally do. I have no idea where I'm at. Hold on, let's see. I think I'm over here. Oh, that worked out well. Ah. Normally I'm a lot more prepped and ready, but I wanted to make sure I got some din-dins. All right. Oh, there I am. Here I am. Sitting in a chair. All right. Okay, so welcome to another Space Engineers Extremely Survival. Last time we flew a very underprepared escape pod to slamming it into an asteroid, having to essentially start over, and then basically got this base going from it, so we have a chance of surviving until I completely run out of O2. So let's get out with skedaddle. So what we accomplished was, like I said, we the piece parts of this escape pod, once we crashed into here and kind of restarted, and it allowed us to kind of build up this infrastructure because we were able to find some stuff. And with that stuff, I need to turn that on. We were able to get the solar panels going, and we're moving things right along, and got at least up to a point where we can survive. Let's do this. Come on. Thank you. This, and back to here, and turn that off. Okay, so Hawkeye. So we were able to we got our survival kit down here onto our battery. It's on a basic refinery that's plugged to basic assembler that's plugged to a block that's a turret controller that's controlling our solar panel that's maximizing our ability to charge the battery. That's essentially where we left off from last week. We've got a little bit of, that's our rock mine, but we've got around us, we did find that did I GPS this stuff? Yeah, so we have silver and nickel by us, so that helps. What we need to do today is, well, twofold. We need to start, threefold. We need to start evaluating the asteroids that are around us to find what kind of ore deposits they have, and the big one is to find iron and cobalt, so we can start building a much more robust ship to start getting us back to our home base, which is 25,000 kilometers away. But the first order of business that I think needs to happen, so truth be told, once I finished the stream last week, I really was just enamored and having so much fun with this that I continued playing it in another save and did a little recon work so that I could save some time also in this, so that I'm not wasting a lot of people's time. So not to say that it's going to be one-to-one because it's a separate save, and I don't know how much the ore generation changes in that regard, or asteroid changes, or base deployment, you know, enemy base deployments and stuff like that. But what I will say is that somewhere out there, and this is an eventuality anyways, is going to be a pirate station, a space pirate station, that right now, if they sent drones to us, we would just be stone aged. We would, because our survival kit, our only survival kit, is sitting way out in the open. Our power generation is unprotected. We have no guns, no nothing. We need to get this stuff underground, like ASAP. And I think this is something that I talked about last week, which is like, I made this battery, and then I was like, man, that was kind of derpy, because now this battery, you know, our only like power storage is sitting out in the middle of nowhere, and I really should have got it underground. But we live and we learn. So where are we at right now? What I need to do is start moving some structure to get the stuff underground. Now, one of the things that I wasn't doing very well, which I'm going to try to be better about this time, is that making interior walls is better than making blocks. Now, these are temporary blocks, so that's fine. But the reason being is because interior walls and raw material wise, i.e. iron, cost less. It's more parts, so the part manufacturing takes a little bit longer, but really not a big deal in comparison to what you have to deal with the situation in parts, in materials. And when you're working off of stone, is your really only source of iron, you want to kind of conserve, and you're using a basic refinery to refine stuff, you want to conserve the amount of iron you're utilizing. So getting away from building something that takes 7 steel, a block that takes 25 steel plates, and it takes 7 iron to make each of those plates. Whereas, so just to kind of show you what I'm talking about, 1 plate costs 7 iron. 1 interior plate costs 1 iron. The construction component costs 2.6. So, and your interior blocks, that's like 3.6, 3.7 we'll say. So, and 3, well, I don't have it in here yet. Yeah. No, we want this one, because we're gonna use these to start. We haven't unlocked everything because we've got progression on, so we don't have the full array of blockage, but we will once we build this, so it'll be fine at any rate. So I'm gonna up over. So this interior wall block, if you notice, it takes 25 interior plates, so that's going to be 25 iron, and then 10 on the construction components at the 2.6 whatever, so that's say like 26. So 25 and 26 comes to 51 iron. These 25 plates it takes to make a regular block times 7, that's going to be 175 iron. So you can see that, like, that's the chintzy math that to help understand the advantage of one versus the other. And why didn't I drop this stuff off, man? Eh. The only problem is that, like, the overall part count, where he only takes 25 plates, which are easier to carry, and these interior plates take up much more space in your inventory. They have a higher density, I guess you'd say. And because of that, and with the, so there's more parts, more stuff to carry, so there's a lot more back and forth. It takes more time to refine. But when material is your cost, and that's the thing you're trying to keep reduced. Let's keep that stuff over here. Stick this down up in here. Up over. Okay. So let's make about 100 more of those. 40 more of those. And we'll take what we got here. And the reason why I'm doing the full ones is because, oops, I want to weld them up all the way. Yeah. What I really need to do is not that. What I need to do is grind around that space before I get too far ahead of myself. Because I don't want to be breaking those parts apart from grinding around that area. I.e., I don't want to be grinding in this area, hit that block, and blow up and lose the material. Since I need the stone anyway. So basically what I'm trying to do is basically get down, because I want to say the word basically more. I want to get in this hole. It doesn't have to be pretty. This needs to be in the hole. Lights. Trying to clean up. Little housekeeping. Alright.
Inventory full.
Again, like what I talked about last week, which is the whole why we want to in space, why we want to grind into a hole so we don't end up with like stuff flying all over the place. And this, you gotta be careful. I don't want to blow that block. The downside of using the interior wall block is that it only really comes in one shape. So let's just grab this and let's see what we can do with it now. Let's see. Come on. So want to get it in here. That's cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, this is that. Remember that space is three-dimensional, so I'm actually going to flip these out here and change it to like that.
Energy low.
Yeah, sure. And I'm actually just gonna do some space grinding here as opposed to material grinding, just for time. Cool. All right. And what I'm going to do is plan on and I'm gonna start working on welding that stuff up here in a sec as soon as I charge my suit. And then I'm gonna move the survival kit and I'm going to build another battery. I have an unknown signal 4.3 away, little far. And with the amount of time I have available, probably not going to reach it. So we're going to have to wait on that one. There we go. Okay. So I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a cluster of 9, but I'm taking one out, so that's 8. That's 13. Math. So that's 250. 300. 300 plets. We have 170, so let's do. It's actually, because it's 13, it's 325, so. And then 130 components. We have 74. Cool. See, and then we're not using squat for iron to make all of that happen. This makes me happy. Let's get this ball rolling. So this is why it can be advantageous to understand your component compositions, or your objects and your components. So like, let's say the interior wall is your object, and then you have the components that makes that object happen. And it's such a vast amount of stuff that, nobody remembers it all. Like, force a habit, you learn to remember like certain things, but generally what you start to realize over time is like, to shunt the amount of material usage, you use interior walls versus blocks, as long as you don't have to do anything, as long as everything is square, and like a lot of the new stuff that's been coming out makes it so that you can even work around that, so you can really do a lot of stuff to avoid having to do full blocks, depending. So. I'll be hitting the mute button quite a bit, not because I'm coughing or anything, but because I literally got done eating. I was running a little late, so I got done eating while the intro music was playing. So my nose has a tendency to run when I eat, so I'm on the back end of that. So we're not going to worry too much about making it pretty. We're just going to make it shot resistant. Like I said, I'm going to take this center one out. I did some work today to hopefully balance. I admit it had been a while. The last stream, the audio was garbage. I hated it. I'm sure that you didn't care for it either. I did some stuff to improve it this time. Maybe not 100%, but at least we're a tad bit better than where we were previously. Actually, this needs to be there. That needs to be there. I don't know why it didn't retain. So, anyway, so, all right. We are going to make sure there's nothing in here, and then we're going to move this right now, and to move it to the farthest spot. Yeah, I know. I said I did all that stuff about like not grinding around blocks or drilling around blocks, and then I go drilling around blocks. But you know, I'm a free spirit, man. Actually, I just want to. There's some things that just won't place on that stuff if there's stones, so I need to back this.
Energy low.
Yeah, I knew you were coming. All right, should be fine. All right, first things first. 9, 6. That makes me feel a lot better. I'll feel even more better, when I get the battery in here. So, because that way, no matter what, if I lose everything, as long as I got it charged, you know, stored, I can start over. You know, a battery, and like really all you need is a battery and a survival kit. Well, not true, because they changed things in not the last update, the update before. It used to be you could make bottles in a survival kit. You can't do it anymore. That makes me sad because, you know, you could get screwed and be without bottles. I mean, it's theoretically possible to do it. So like if I go to production survival kit, you know, it says like you get these basic parts. You can make a flare gun and flare gun kit and a data pad. You can make level 1 tools. Actually, I didn't know you could still make the level 1, like level 0 tools, we'll say. A gun and basic ammo for it. So, but you can't make bottles. But what you can do is just like work through, and if you know, so if you get into a situation where you lose everything, as long as you got a battery and a survival kit, depending on how much time and where you're at, you might be able to make it. You know, because you can manufacture. Essentially, what you would need to do is make, because I don't think you can make. You can actually make the parts to a tank. I think you can make an O2H2 gen. It's the large steel tube that's going to kill you for making tanks, and because it's all about making the O2H2 generator. We need steel plates. That thing about batteries is it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we have just enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so battery takes 80 steel plates, 25 computers, and 30 construction components. And you make so many batteries in this game that you don't have to memorize it. After a while, you just know. It becomes like second nature. Oh, dang it. Fine. Take that, and that, and then finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll need more silicon. That's not a surprise. But we can get this started. Boom. So all I need is the power cells. Now what I'm going to do is that once that's built, I'm going to set the other one to discharge, and once it's fully discharged, I'm just going to get rid of it. There's no point in it, and I don't want to be trying to charge 2 batteries. It's not quite efficient, but it gets it out of the way. I could just leave it as is, but you know, discharge, it's not going to go super fast anyway. So assembler, cool. Cool. No doubt. I have one chevron tools except for a welder, so that's coming along. We need cobalt because we need to be able to build some cargo. Well, I don't need it. It'd be nice. We can sidestep around it for a bit. Oh, rocks. So what I'm going to probably do is, speaking of sidestepping stuff, is I will probably switch out the blocks I have that's holding up the solar array into interior cylinders, which are basically the same there's some same components as what goes into an interior block. It's basically actually I should be able to, now that that's unlocked, want to actually do some stuff here real quick. I like feeding my toolbars with all of the newly acquired items so that I don't have to think about it. Oh yeah, does that thing. That's super weird. And then these down here, ladder, rail, this. Now I'm making a change. Now normally in the past what I've been doing is always putting this one in the 4 slot, but I rarely use this one. So instead of taking up that slot with something I don't use, I'm gonna put something I do use, which is this. And these are very cool, by the way, these new bay windows, super cool. So yeah, that's full. What's missing there? Gyros. Yeah, we haven't worked on that yet. Have we? Yeah, I gotta build a cockpit yet. So that, and then these new truss pillars. So this is the thing that me and a friend of mine were talking about not too long ago. This combo. So anytime you see a plus, it's a combo. So that's how I scroll through stuff, and so you get so when you select it up. So like in the one spot you see, I just have this interior wall, and I can only place that interior wall, but here I have this plus sign with light armor panel. So when I select up 4, I can actually scroll through the different pieces. But if I was to go say with block, I hit my scroll wheel, it doesn't do anything. So to be more efficient, it's nicer to just throw that on there so that you can scroll through it. But this is getting really heavy. Like you look at like truss block, sure, but it's all truss block. And what my heavy is like, so you have the truss pillar in there, you have the interior blocks, you have the wall blocks in there, and it's just like, this one thing is getting really heavy with the amount of different types of block elements that are getting, so it's actually getting hard to remember. But we're going to use this, and you can see that this at 25 and 10 is the same as a regular interior wall block, which is now like used to be side by side. Now they're completely different spots in this through the scroll wheel. And I'll show you how I'm going to change that out later. But right now, we are working on this. Gotta make more room for power cells. We can even do some funky stuff like, if we find ice, we can. So one of the other things, the ideas that I had, which I did in the other, like my sneaky save, my recon save, we'll call it, was to set up a searchlight and use it to check out some of these asteroids. Which I'll do in a bit, but now that this is done, Cool. Now we're gonna switch this battery down here to discharge, so my solar panels are only charging one battery. So all of the, if I want to kind of force the issue, I'd set the other battery into recharge, but that's inefficient. This is efficient, so this is just going to handle, the other one's set to auto, so this will just discharge. It won't take a charge, so it'll just go out. The other one, it will just act as a normal battery, so it's as close to efficient as you can get. All right, let's change this out. It says 5, so we're gonna need 6 or 7 blocks actually. So what do I mean by sidestepping? Well, first things first, we need 5 times that's 25, 125. So 100 of these. We need more irons. Drop these in. And that's fine. And then we need 50 of those. And I'm gonna make 2 more of those. So while I got these, take this and I am going to, actually I need the steel plates. Actually I can do it with these.
Energy low.
2, 3. So now that I've sidestepped that, I put 3 blocks here, which basically makes it so that I can take this one out. We know this because notice with the build vision on here, it tells us whether we can grind a block out or not, because it's got a yellowish orange halo around it. Whereas if I go up to this one, it's got a red one which says if you grind this, and you see it in the top left corner, grid will split if removed. We don't want to do that, so we want to be very cautious. We're going to take this one out, and then we're going to put so much scrolling now. It should have went the other way. That one in. Now we'll go down here, take this one out, and I can actually just use this here because they have the same kind of attachment, like, so you can attach the side and stuff like that, so I don't have to keep switching about all the time. What? Why? I didn't. Go back. Go back. So now this one. Just gotta be very cautious because these don't have anything in it. So one false slip in, and I disconnect the whole thing and have to rebuild it all over again. Now this last one, thankfully, rotors can also slide attach. So I can put this here, and this should be good. And I do that, and then this, and we're all good.
Energy critical.
Okay. One of the things I'm gonna do after I charge this chair is move it inside. Don't have to, but it just makes charging off a chair slightly faster, ever so slightly faster than charging actually off the survival kit. It's negligible, the amount of time. Okay. You. I'm gonna put you in here. I'll just put you right here in the midst of the battery. Facing the door. Okay. Alright, so that one's done. This one's done. Well, they're not done. I mean, I gotta put the construction modes in. This will help these blocks, if we do get shot at, will hold together for a little bit. They're not miracle workers, but they will keep it together for a little while. More so than just this single in the grid. Like one shot would take out the wireframe. This will actually take more than one, maybe two or three. All right, excellent, un excelente. So now what I'd like to do is gonna sidestep the battery, and I want to move my refinery and assembler. Just use this to go like that. That'll keep the battery attached. Now the problem we'll have is it's not so much of a problem, it's just an inconvenience. Take this down and we'll set this bad boy. I generally don't like putting I don't like having my survival kit attached to these things, but it seems like it's going to be the best. Actually, no, I'll put it over here. That's what I'll do. So 6, 5. So well, he's so slow. Alright, now this part gets mildly tricky because these parts can't go into there. They can go into here. Take our materials that we have, which we can store in here. Okay, and then finally take this out. Now what I want to do is actually put the blocks in place to connect that battery. This one goes there. There. Now we have a little bit of safety going on. Okay, so let's take these. That can't go, that can't go. That first row stays here. These can't go in here. That Can't go in here. The rest of you can go. Come over here. Okay, so what we're gonna need is how many blocks? Oh, it's true stone. I should be able to make this work with 2. Excellent. So production 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And I still, oops, I need to put this stuff back in here. So we'll just use the regular wall.
Energy low.
It's okay. And that way, if this battery gets shot up, I'll be only a little heartbroken. Now we can take our patch out. And I would probably, let's take our light. And the controller, I'll wait until the sun's down. I can actually move the controller too. Because it doesn't have to be here. And we can put the light. Yeah. 2, 3. Bup, 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 bup. Worst time for a fire truck to go by. But I'm just sitting here charging my suit. But, you know, these things happen. Okay. So, we're doing surprisingly well. See, now, the other advantage I have is that now when I dig for rocks in my cave, I can dig for rocks in my cave. I don't even have to go outside.
Inventory full.
And hope that I don't get completely lost in my own cave.
Inventory full.
All right, so the next thing is we want to visually explore the asteroids that we have around us. And with that, we're going to do a searchlight. Searchlight, instant light, searchlight. That does not look like the components of a searchlight, because it's not. Why are they? That's better. Inventory. No. G. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing I want. Planner. Yeesh. Alrighty. Let's see. The best place to see stuff around us, because I want. So I'm gonna tell you about a little sneaky thing. I'm pretty sure that might, if it's the same in this save as of the other save, that might be an ice asteroid over there. So I want to put this. I don't know if I can reach it from here. I think I can. So I'm gonna place that there. We gotta move it. What this does is basically gives us a movable camera. But we can also see those ones over there too. So this is actually works out pretty good. Alright, so we go in here with cop squat. Go in here, searchlight. Control. Right, so now we can look. So what we're looking for, even though it's all fuzzy and stuff like that, is to see if we see any discoloration, which we don't really see on that one. Don't really see on this one. This doesn't work out always super great. So like that one we have a little bit of clarity, but we can't see anything. That one we don't have any clarity and can't see anything. So nothing on those. Like I said, this one over here looked like a nice asteroid, and it still looks like the light's not very good, but it has that kind of. So if you notice on, say, this one, how it's got like a grain to it, even on this one, even though it's fuzzy. On this one over here, it's bluish and smoothish. So I think that is still one. Don't know. Other than that, that's about the only one that I actually kind of like remember. What I will say is that if anything is the same or similar, there's a good chance that that really close by cluster right up there has magnesium and a space pirate drone facility that will continually send drones at me, which has a plus minus. The plus is that I could get all kinds of thrusters off them and thruster parts. The downside is that all that gunfire will probably destroy everything that I got going on here. So that could be problematic. Like, it would be great after the first couple of waves, but without like actually having built it's basically one of those things where I would want to have the iron, which I believe is actually going to come. It's either that one or this one, but I believe the iron is actually behind us. But it all doesn't matter, because what we need is something to get there with. This won't get us there. What we need to do now is work on something to explore said asteroids. And what we do have is this has one thruster, hydrogen thruster, so but that's kind of consequential to what we need to do is build a cockpit. And we need one of these. this. So we're gonna need. We'll take those out. So we need a little bit of iron. Actually, we might not, because we have all this here. Excellent. See, oh, we don't need the bulletproof glass. It would be nice. So, with building cockpit, we've unlocked new blocks. Yay! And one of those important blocks that we've unlocked is this guy. But we also unlocked these guys. The thruster, the ionic thruster. It's not ionic, it's an ion thruster. And atmospheric thruster. Not that we're going to be doing anything in any kind of atmosphere for a long time. To get the hydrogen thruster, we will have to go through a bunch of other things, but we are very much farther along than where we were before. Oh, I've got doors now. Oh yeah, the other kind of door doesn't come up yet. Did we unlock the switch panels yet? I don't think so, but never hurts to look. I like that we've unlocked a lot of the furniture items that, you know, so we can make our base all, you know, we can do a little nesting action. Not that really important to me though. So I don't want to stay here. I want to leave. Can put that there, and we'll put that there. Put that there. See, we got that. What's this one? That's. Need to build a quick cargo container, I think, so that I can unlock the conveyor blocks. Yeah, that seems to be what's missing here, and we're gonna need those eventually anyways. Lights are on. Actually, nope, we're still getting solar power, so I don't want to move that until that's done. Oh. I hear the chirp of an unknown signal. We're gonna dump our stuff and maybe something good. Here we come. Oop. So one of the things, I'm playing Space Engineers on Thursdays with a friend of mine, and we're playing a scenario where the scenario has a speed mod already kind of loaded into it. And I generally don't use speed mods because they I'm a relaxed dude. I'm really not in that big of a hurry for anything. The speed mods are kind of a trip, man. I mean, you I would say a fair amount of damage that I think people do to themselves in this game are to running a speed mod. I've slammed into so many unknown signals where, because you get so used to a certain, you know, you get you develop a nuance, a muscle memory when you approach these things of when you need to slow down, and that is completely shot to hell when you're coming up with a speed mod, because it's like max speed on a jetpack 110 meters per second with a speed mod, depending on the speed mod, can be up to 300 and some odd seconds. So your distance to slow down significantly different. And it's not too bad, except for the fact that it's always, you're fine as long as you're consciously thinking about the fact that that there's a speed mod running and you have to do stuff differently. It's always when you're just and it's always going to be something like an unknown signal when you're like approaching say a base or an enemy target or something like that. It's usually not so bad because you're being very mindful about what you're doing. But on signal, you're like, it's stationary, you know, it's not a big deal. You're just kind of flying and you're like thinking about, okay, what's the next thing I'm gonna do, this, that, and the other, and all of a sudden, bam. Okay, so I need to drop off the butte. Well, now that we have that, we can move some of this nondescript stuff in here. Don't need that. The rest of that can go over here. We can take out of our connector all this stiff. I'll throw it in here, although it'll probably end up back in the connector, whatever will fit. Yeah, see, whatever will fit through will go through. Don't want this rifle. Cash and dash and yeah. Tool. Okay.
Energy low.
Energy low. So what I want to do is, so one of the things that this is going to need to run that hydrogen thruster. So we have 2 ion thrusters, and now that we have, so we've got 2 ion thrusters in the thing, and that will give us, so what I can do is I can control forward and backward. You can use the hydrogen thruster for forward. You can use the ion thrusters for backing. Now, why would I do that versus left and right? Well, left and right's not that important because I can gyro myself in a position, go forward, and then stop, and gyro in a position. So it's a little slower, but it's much more feasible than trying to get, you know, to mess around with left and right, and then every time I need to stop, I need to flip over and go backwards. You know, and it's one of those your mileage may vary kind of situations. For me, it works better that way. For other people, it's, you know, I'm not saying that it's great for everybody. I'm saying that's what works best for me. So, all right, that's done. So we're going to solar array control. I'm just gonna copy the name. All right, move you. Come here. Come with me if you want to leave. I'll put you up over. 6, 9. This. Okay. Action relay, event controller, custom chart controller. Ooh. So many interesting new blocks. of which I will be spending some time, probably this week, working on. Maybe this week. Either this week or next week. Alright. This back in here. And then azimuth is the rotor. Elevation is the hinge. Camera is the camera. I always miss this stupid. Alright. Not here. Always aim it on. Okay. I always have a hard time finding that fucking that on-off button. Alright, so that is all set. And that should continue to work as intended. Now, back to you. So, first things first is thrusters. Grabs this. So, put you there and you there. Okay, make sure you're off. Needing some large tubes. And then I need the thruster components, which we keep them over here. So now we have forward and backward action. Now, I just finished doing this, and I just realized, oh yeah, I need to do, so what I'm gonna need to do is that, just because of where this is located, is that gyro still attached? I think it is. Gyro, yep, it's still attached, cool. One of the first things we're going to need to do is get some ice. One for our sake, so that we can breathe. So there. The two, so that we can keep the thruster, the hydrogen thruster, operational. We're gonna make this BESS. Thrusters, backing, save. Okay, and I think we still have just the small battery, so we're gonna want a bigger battery, and we're gonna want to add an O2H2 gen to this. So we want you right here so that the ports line up, and then I'm going to put block here, and I want both this antenna and this ore detector, so. And I also want to retain some sense of continuity. Because me. There. And I'll take this block out. Now, we're gonna take... You're wondering, hey, what do you mean by continuity? You don't have it right now. I will. 2, 4. 2, 4. 2. There. Continuity. And 3x3x2 block on either side. All right, so let's put, actually turn this off. Now once I get some ice, what I would like to do is add a cargo container to this. To add a cargo container to this, I need to move the connector back. Basically, I need to take it off, but I can't. I can take it off right now, but I can't add the medium cargo container to it because I don't have any space, and I need to be able to move this gently. Let's see, so you start with you. Make sure you're off. Speaking of O2, just jump in here and turn this on. But I'm also gonna fill the tank. So I should have left it on. Derpy derp. And shut that off. Okay. Come on, get in there. That's off, and then we're gonna do this battery. Oh, we have all the materials yet for it. Cool. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that there is an ice asteroid over the side, so I'm gonna go there first to inspect it. And this is crystal. There's home base. All right. There's that. Now, one more thing before we go that might help us. Is some spotlights. We're gonna need we got that, but we're gonna need 2 of these. All right. So that one will go there. This one place here. Yes, 1, 2. I need 1 interior plate. Weirdness. One thing actually before I go that I can do now that'll actually save me a lot later. I am going to add a drill to this. I reckon. Yeah, we're gonna need more. That we knew that was coming. I can feel it in my bones. Be really nice when we find an iron deposit, but yeah, adding that drill is going to be the most advantageous because it will allow us to not only mine material. God dang it! Drop the stone off, Goober. Quit flying around in circles. Quit showing off your grand acrobatic skills set. But we get a little bit of, you know, storage from that as well, so we can carry just a tad bit more.
Full.
That being said, if the rumors are true and that one asteroid is an asteroid, it will be nice to grab it, but we got to be very cautious about how much of it we grab because we got no place to stick it inside the base currently until we can build some form of storage. Now I can make like right now I can make a welder or grinder, and I can use that as some storage, which I think I might actually do right now. Well, I'm gonna finish this drill first, and then I'm gonna add that. And the reason being is because with large grid, all of the containers require metal grids, which we don't have because we don't have any cobalt. So
Inventory full.
inventory full. Alright, now we know. Oh, hold on. So we gotta drill. And we have a very basic functioning ship. So let me grab Alright, I'm gonna place, for convenience sake, we'll go with a welder. Yeah. I wanted to check because I think you have to have it because they don't want to, shit. That's what I didn't want to do. See. Now that's bad. Well, bugger. So one of the things we're gonna have to do is, we gotta move that because I can't. That's not going to be good. Straight bullet through that hole and we're assed out. So we're gonna dig out here. I'm gonna move that bad boy into a super secret location. Nothing in it. Man, these things happen, but it's unfortunate because this wasn't thinking all the way through. That's all right. This is probably going to be a more secure, even more secure location.
Energy low.
Okay. So now that that's there, what we'll do is come on. Ah, crap. Yeah, screw. Yeah, we can go that way. Things we do.
Energy critical.
The upside is that now if this is my storage system, I can actually like toss a connector on it. It's an unknown signal that's very close by. So we'll, yeah, say I can put like a extension in a tube there, and then I have something I can connect my my newfound spaceship, drill ship. This one always kills me. It's just the random block. If you want to, you have to be very careful if you want to get the construction components from these lights. Because if you break the block, if you cut the block they're attached to, you don't get the components from the light. And when you're hurting on materials like we are, you want every little piece you can pull out, so. Oh, dang it, I forgot to turn that antenna off. Crap. That's not good. I mean, thankfully I put that other battery on there so it wouldn't have gone out super quickly, but off. Happy. Alright. Let's start getting some stuff. Start getting organized. Let's see. So we have the 2 batteries. what I'm gonna do is eventually once I'm able to start. Oh, I want to put an engine on this. I feel that way we can be charging the batteries with an engine. There we go. Some basic cargo storage. Basic cargo storage. Alright, so 2. Oh, actually, we don't have that in there yet. Oh, we won't. Oh, there it is. And boop. Oh, there's something I need to do. I'm not gonna do it yet though. So I can now make tanks, and if I make a tank, I will be able to make more thrusters, but I need cobalt, so it's not a moral imperative at this point. But I will want to do that eventually. Plus I want to add more tanks to this thing, so yeah, need more stuff. We always need more stuff. More stuff. You can be over here. Let's put you in there. That one. Looks like them. Yeah, leave that. And then lights and tubes. It's all steel crap. Make sure this is off. We don't need it firing off and eating up all the hydrogen before we have a chance.
Inventory full.
Probably start drilling with that ship, but it's not going to without a connector, and then it's just So the rub with the using those welders and grinders for storage is that they don't take kindly to pushing and pulling parts from them. So like I grabbed all those parts, I have holding down the Alt key, middle click. Oh, they actually dropped them off. Cool. I having a problem with it in the past. So like if I go and then so it did grab the parts back. So in the past they must have fixed that, because in the past it would just be like, nah bro. Maybe that's just a grinder. I don't know, but it was very frustrating back in the day, because you can try to use it for cargo and then you're just, you know, I just had to like manually move it in and out. It's like, this is lame.
Inventory full.
So already within the first hour and a half, we've secured our home base a little bit. I mean, it's 50-50. I mean, I did secure stuff, but I did put an extra hole in the thing, so 6 of one, half a dozen of another. And we're making our escape pod flyable to go and do some scouting of materials. Let's clean this up and then we'll... I'm missing. Did I accidental? You betcha you did. All right, baby. Let's get some controls set up here. We need to be able to turn our thruster on and off. We need to turn our backing thruster on and off. We need to turn our lights on and off. Let's see. We need to be able to control our one and only landing gear. We shouldn't need to have it in auto anymore, so we won't have to worry about that. Won't worry about cameras just yet, and we need to be able to turn that on and off. We may need the antenna. This cert thing got real close. This is not good. Thankfully, he's still far out, but and it doesn't. It looks like he's heading parallel to us, so doesn't look like he's coming at me. As long as he doesn't goof with me, I won't goof with you. Just I have a kitty that wants some attention. Alright, let's get on the way. So, back to what we were doing. Let's put our battery controls here on and off. Recharge on and off. Not actually changing the recharge state on it. It just gives me the ability to read out where it's at. The reason why I'm setting these separately is once this is fully, I'm gonna put this, once we were running the motor, I'm gonna put this into this one into recharge. Once it's full, I'm shutting it off. This is gonna be our reserve battery. We're gonna run off the big one, and the small one will be like, oh, we made a mistake, we derped, something happened, battery got damaged, something like that, and we need emergency power. I'll need to control this. Want to be able to turn that on and off. Want to be able to stockpile that. Need to be able to turn that on and off. And of course the motor. We put the motor here. Oh, I forgot the gyro. Let's see, so put that there. Lights. Ore detector. Engine. Once we get done messing around with the connector, we'll probably want to, and when we want to have the ability to connect it up, we'll add a camera, but we won't worry about that right now. So, we got antenna control, battery control, don't need anything there. Got that. Drill there. All right, we should be good to go. And he's kind of away, so this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. Turn this on, and this on. We need to change this out of auto lock and disconnect. What the hell's going on? It's not moving. Thruster's not on. Yeah. It's not. Oh, tank's not on. That's why. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. Tank. Where are you? On. Right. Gyro. Oh, gyro's probably an override. Yep. There we go. So how this is going to work is while we want to try to be as stationary as possible. So what I'll do is anytime I'm running the thrusters, I'll have the gyro off, so that way I am incapable of moving it. So we only have forward and back motion. So I'll turn this off. So now, and anytime I want to turn, I need to stop. As much as I can stop, turn the gyro on, make my adjustment. Actually, is this the one that I want? I believe so. And then turn it off, turn off the forward. So I just have to juice the thruster. And so I don't accidentally, so that way I don't get a whole lot of drift because I don't have any left, right, up, or down. I only have forward and back. So I always want to aim, shoot forward, stop, aim, shoot forward, stop, or shoot backwards. And right now I do have a little bit of drift in it, but that's okay. And save power, we'll shut that off. Okay, ore detector, make sure that's maxed. Oxygen, let's juice that a little bit. Now we don't want to get too close to that jolly thing, so if we get close to 3, we're gonna back off. I think its detection range is 3. I don't think this is the asteroid that I wanted. But we gotta check these out anyway. hopefully I'm not like spending a whole lot of time searching asteroids. We need to find cobalt. That's kind of like the highest of priorities. Iron would be number 2. Like we get cobalt because we got silver a thing, but if we get iron and cobalt, we can build just about everything, and ice, and we can just do about, and everything else is just kind of, you know, handy. We'll eventually need to find gold, and that will be really, really hard. Because finding gold in asteroids is probably about the hardest thing. I mean, it's right up there with platinum and uranium. It's really hard. Oh, the unknown signal. Yeah, I don't think this is the asteroid, as I call them. Might be that one that's over to the right. We'll find out shortly. Put that on. Power-wise, we're doing pretty good. I mean, it says 2 days, but once I hit these ion thrusters to start slowing down, that'll be a little bit different. But, you know, should be good for a little while. Yeah, this is definitely not the rock I was thinking it was. And I think I'm gonna start slowing down now. Visually inspecting, I'm not seeing anything. Hopefully the ore detector picks up something. Be something good. Don't want to spend a whole stream, and I won't. Like, there's nothing I can do unless I find the certain ores, but if I don't find them by the end of the stream, I'll do them offline, and then once I have them all located, then I'll pick back up. But all right. Not even getting anything on the beacon, man, or the ore detector. And we're drifting slightly, so see if I can take some of that out. Well, some of it. It's important to try to zero this out as much as possible because, yeah, then it makes steering around this stuff possible. All right, let's see. Well, let's go with that. Oh, there we are, zeroed out. Perfect. Now this will make this a lot easier. It sounds weird, but it does. Because when I stop, I stop. I'm not seeing anything, and I'm not sensing anything, so let's try the rock that's behind us. Alright, we're zeroed out. There it is. Yeah, so this is like the part that's gonna take up a lot of time, where it's like, well, nothing I can do other than just fly around asteroid to asteroid, see what it's got. If it's got anything good, take it. The upside, we already got nickel and silver at our home base. Like I said, cobalt's number 1, iron's number 2. The reason why iron's number 2 is that even though it's inefficient, I can still get iron out of stone. Can't get cobalt out of stone. Because once I have cobalt, I can start working on, even without the iron, I can still work on doing things like a large refinery to get the silver, so I can make more, you know, medical components. With cobalt, I can make metal grids, which means I can make thrusters, and that's I mean, to me, that's the ball game right there. Like, at least to start, I can build out an entire large grid thing. I mean, I'll need ice for fuel, but well, there's magnesium. Well, we get guns. Well, we always had guns. Oh, we get ammo. Nickel. Yeah, that's not helpful at all. Minor adjustment here. Yeah, so the only thing that sucks is when, oops, not that one, this one. When you run the drill, you have to have the gyro on, because the drill shakes the hell out of this. It causes weird forces. Not what I want, but I'll take a little. 'Cause ammo is ammo. At the very least, what I could probably do is I can build a small interior turret to at least fend off the base. I mean, I'd still need cobalt, but beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Nope, not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's head back to home base with what we've got. And see if we can reassess our, cool, that zeroed up. Excellent. So we're gonna we're gonna get shot there, so let's hit the brakes. Head back to home base, reassess where we're at. Actually, I need to GPS, move from current position, Astro 1, MG, and I mean, we're a little far away from it, but at least I get the idea. I should have thought of it when I was in it, but hey, nobody's perfect. Should have marked the other one as Nunya. Alright. Definitely still gonna need ice, man. We're down to 44% on our hydrogen tank, and it's not very big. Once that's gone, it's gone. I mean, there's the alternative, which is I can take one of the backing ion thrusters and face it the other way, forward or back. Then this thing will get really slow and take forever. Need to find ice. To remember, I'm pretty sure I remember where there's an asteroid that's like an iron cobalt thing, and if it's in the same spot, I think I know where it's at. If gotta get my bearings first on this, you know, ice situation. connector is full. I got a decent amount of stuff actually out of this. Connector is full, and the cockpit is full, and the drill is partially full. The only thing is that it's interesting is that the inventory bars at the bottom, it shows the drill is half full, but it doesn't show anything in the, like, what would be the cargo line, because there's no official cargo. But it's not, because it doesn't count the connector or the cockpit. Interesting. Oh, so slow going. It's the only downside when you like do these like minimal, like hardcore survival starts is that there's a lot of waiting. Waiting for things to refine, waiting to travel long distances, waiting until you find things, and be very like probably more of an edited series kind of thing than a streaming series kind of thing, because the rest of the time it's just boring. And that's why I was like, last week I was like, I will do some like recon work, so that way if I can just like go to like a couple of key asteroids and I can get the ball rolling really fast and kind of get momentum happening. Then I forgot to remember where they were. Forgot to remember, yes. I forgot to reorient myself, remind myself where they were located. Alright, let's start slowing down, because I don't know how long it's going to take with the load that I have. The upside about going back to home base is at least I have a marker, so I know like how far away I am, so I don't ram myself into the asteroid. Alright, we need to make an adjustment so we get cobalt so we can build more thrusters. It's stop, adjust, start. So the best way we're gonna be able to land on this sucker is probably like this. That's why we need to have this. available. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah. So what we need to do is this. Come on. There we go. What's our battery doing? Just fully recharged in 3 hours. Wow. Quite a ways away, but still, nonetheless, still recharging. And you know, my golden rule is always be charging. Alright, and always be charging, always be refining. Okay. Oh, and I want to take. I can't do it from here, but I can do it from over here. Don't want to be driving around with this stuff on me. That's kind of the point. So, put you in here. Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 of these. I'm gonna take those the power kits and the med kits and stick them in there because you never know what might happen. Flying around town. Okay, so wasn't that one? It's that one. That one right there. That's what I'm shooting for. Let's try this again, this time with feeling. Turn this off and on that. That one. Let's make sure we clear our own asteroid first. That looks good. Yes. I have a good feeling about this one. We get the ice, and then I believe that the cobalt iron asteroid, because I think they're in the same one, is actually to the actual opposite direction, kind of behind us. I believe this one shouldn't be, if everything works out as expected, shouldn't be that far away. Now the question is, when I get back, if this is ice, I'll, chop some stuff up, keep it hidden, keep it safe. Then I'm gonna go, now should I go look for the iron and cobalt, or should I build just an interior turret just to kind of defend the base, just in case? I think I'm gonna wait, and because I think I don't want to increase my threat level. If I build a gun, then that's just gonna say, hey, I'm ready for you to shoot at me. And I think this is it. Now this is the block of ice I've been looking for my whole life. Oh, yeah. Not that one, last one, this one. Yep, ice. You sucker. it'd be so nice to get some other thrusters on this thing. It's not the most opportune way to manage your flight controls. Okay. Alright. Home base. Oh, damn it. Doing really great job with these GPSs. All right. Okay. So we need to turn you on. I got time. I want to make sure that we're our tank fills up. Before we cycle our motor. It's weird. The tank's on 60, but our H2 thing says 48. Oh, I know why, because it's counting the motor. Which will cycle here in a second. Four, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Alright, so now we go to the motor, hit that. Drops down to 70. Now we are actually going up. One of the things to kind of keep in mind when you're dealing with like a small grid and just a small kind of thing is that the tank and the engine makes a considerable portion of the percentage, 25% actually, of the what is listed in the hydrogen available on your ship. So keep that in mind when you're like running your thrusters and you're like thinking and you get the red line, it says you got 25% hydrogen left, and you're like, oh, I still got a little bit. No, you don't. You're kind of out, and it's just whatever's in the motor, and that goes by real quick too. So as it is, we're running the motor, and our hydrogen is 96, 97. Basically, by the time we get back to our home base, tanks will be full. 100. There we go. Beauty. In fact, actually, we should have a bunch of us. That's okay. So I'm gonna start hitting the brakes now. Looks like I can wait till about 800 before I get to the rock. Nice easy approach here. So like I said, is that I believe the next asteroid that we want to find is on the other side. Come on. Ah. Not the easiest maneuver to pull off. I'd really be happy if I just get even the rock. Come on. There it goes. Close enough. Want the stuff out of the drill first. Alright, now here's the second question of the day. How much ice do we want to run with? Because space is at a premium. Actually, I'm in a good spot now. Or I could actually, let's turn this engine off. Empty out this connector. Let's carry what we need in the cockpit. I am going to add a cargo container to this thing. So first things first, we want to lose our engine. Okay, dookie. Now, we're gonna have to do some finicky stuff here because, so we can take this off, no problem. But as you can see, that is not in a good spot. Ah, that's what I thought. Need the cargo container first. Alright, so I need to drop this off first, and then I need to do 4, 3, 3. Need more irons. Actually, do we, or does it need to be moved? Yeah, just need to be moved. So what I'm going to do is, it's not going to stay because I need to get under it, but we're going to put this here. Which unlocks a bunch of blocks for us. So 4. Unlocks those. Those and those. And don't have the connector yet, so we can't put the connector back on yet, which we can do as soon as we take this off. Weld that. Okay, and then now we do connectors. All right, so what we need to do next is actually, and I think it's right. Oh, that's the battery. Here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Nope, that is brighter. Okay. So what that did was make it so that I can now do these, because now I can make tanks. So now I can take this off, and we're gonna change this one to this, and then this one is going back to that. Actually, let's use this one, and then we're gonna put that here. So what that all is it I extended the thruster to make it so that the port would line up with the cargo container that I'm going to put on there. So that way they're all piped together. So now I can use the cargo container because to make sure everything because without the connector being where it was, the O2H2 gen on the side here, and that's got to get moved, but it was not going to connect at all to anything even after I move it, which I just need to that's a good question actually. Shoot, I actually need to do bugger. This is oh yeah. Okay, I know what I'm doing. It's not pretty, but it'll work. Make sure we did. Those are all done. Yep. Okay. 3. Alright, so the next thing I need to do is this has got to move because it's no longer a port it's connecting to. See, no ports. And actually what I'm probably gonna do here is put it here. I'll lose my continuity, but hey, you know.
Energy low.
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs, you know what I mean? No. Okay, now we have all the same capacity as we had before. Oh no, we gotta put the engine back. Time for a little, like, power break. Tasty coffee. Okay. All right. All right. Motor. Engine. Not motor. Engine. Motors are in the engine. It's confusing, but it's true. Need 4 steel plates. Can you make me 4? 2, 3, 4. You betcha. Oh, Kadogi. She's not pretty, but she'll work. Excellent. Okay, let's see. just gonna fix a few labels here. This is still the connector. This is still the engine. This is still the thruster. This is the new medium cargo container. This is the new generator. That should be it. Alright, and let's do off. On off. Switch lock. Actually, oh, that's funny. Actually lined up. Okay. And where are you? On off. Okay. So that's good to go. Let's look at where we're at here. Let's turn the gen on. And let's see. Ice went into it. Excellent. All right. Cycle the motor. Should steal from the tank, but then the tank should start filling back up. Okay. And then everything else should be good to go. Let's turn the auto lock off. All right, let's get our bearings this time. So I said I don't want to go to there because I think that's gonna be all sorts of evil. I think the next one that we want is that one right there. It's either that one there, and there isn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one there. We'll try that one, and if not, we'll try something else. That one right there. So kind of directly behind us and around. So we're going to first start with this direction. Crank this bad boy up. So while we're doing that, I want to put this into charge mode so that we can fully charge that little battery and then shut it off and put it into reserve. And so to cut down on the amount of goofy ass, that should be 2. Shut off some of this other home base one. There is only one. There will be only one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I do not know what's going on with those things. Oh, it's a parallax Eidolon, and it's got 2 arrowhead fighters with it. Please don't come anywhere near me. Please and thank you. Oh, luckily they're flying away. Ugh. Always when I'm in the midst of something. I mean, I could probably stop and grab it. Nah, let it. I'll let it lie. That unknown signal, it's 3K away. I don't know, this thing looks a little plasticky too. I would think that there's 2 asteroids in this thing. I wonder if there would be some value in actually putting a searchlight on, you know, a small grid searchlight on here and use that kind of check out things. And I mean, of course, if this has what I hope it has, then it won't be needed anyways. I'm not seeing anything, but that doesn't mean anything either. Ooh, I do see red. I see red. Come on, baby. Gifted daddy. Yeah, that's definitely an iron spot. Oh, yes. Please be the one that also has cobalt. So it's at 0, we're at 0, re-aim. Five. I'm also going to do something a little bit different with this too. Yes! Oh, yes. I love it so much. Uh-oh, please don't. So I'm going to hand mine these so that I'm not like fighting it super hard. So I'm going to get as close as I can to here. I'm going to do 1 load of the cobalt hand mine, and then the rest is going to be this iron. And then I can go back, I can make my thrusters, and then I can just fly like normal from now on. Alright, I need to turn this antenna on. When is it set to? I don't need that much, I need like 500. Alright, so let's actually do something crazy. GPS Astro 3 FECO baby. Oh, it's like Christmas came a little early. Actually, I didn't. I mean, yeah, with the normal Christmas where, you know, you are Santa. Because I did all of the legwork beforehand, so, you know, it was really just making sure I augmented myself properly and then just remembering for where I found it when I was doing it offline.
Inventory full.
That.
Inventory full.
All right. Success. And no better time than the present when I put that cargo container in there, so now I can get max load too.
Inventory full.
Come here, you. I don't know where you think you're going. The upside of using the drill on the ship is you don't get so much stray.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Inventory full. Yeah, man, yeah.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Let me out of the hole. Say, before I fill up on this, let's double check that I don't have any accidental stone that got in here.
Inventory full.
Okay, that's all iron. And this is iron. Ice. Iron. Actually, put this there, which makes it so I can do that. Get just a little bit more. I'll make sure that I'm full because I want all of it. All of it.
Inventory full.
Yes. Excellent. We're massively full now. Now we just gotta get it home. We've got a GPS marked. Can turn my antenna off. Yeah. Going at home base, lock and load. So I think the thing we're gonna do first is make sure that we have thrusters in all directions. We're going to want to add at least a couple more hydrogen tanks to this and have this, and this will be our, you know, ore grabber. And then I think first what we'll do is just get a connector going. Actually, probably what we're going to have left is getting back with what we have time left in the stream, but we got it all done. We should be very much prepped and ready, so next week, if it's next time, let's just say next time what we'll be focusing on, just some quick retrofits to the mining ship so that we can use it, you know, have full function out of it. Some quick retro to the base for loading and unloading offset ore, and then what I want to do is rig up, and I'm realizing now, so I want to do is I'm not going to rig up a large refinery in the base. What I'm going to do is start working, and next is basically our arc ship, which is going to take us, at least it's going to take us home, at least like be the foundation we build off of. So we'll put the large refinery, the full-size assembler, you know, all the big stuff into that, get thrusters in all directions, you know, get all that going on that, and then we'll just start trying to move into that. And then once that gets up, we'll go load it up with ice, and we'll head on down the road and start looking for gold. This gold will get us the superconductors and the grav components we need for the jump drive. And then 90% of our thing is done. We're gonna have to actually get magnesium. We're gonna have to, thankfully we found that just out of incidentally, because the funny part about it is that, so in the offline, you know, after stream save that I played on, it's where I kind of like located all the asteroids and stuff like that, and there's really not any, I mean, I searched a lot of asteroids and there wasn't really anything that I really needed, like, that's outside this, other than maybe like a silicon one, you know, because there wasn't any gold. I think I found a uranium. Did I? No, I don't think I did. I may have. I think I found that en route. Yeah, I think I actually know. I think I did, and but not a platinum or anything like that. Basically, I didn't really find anything more useful other than, say, possibly a uranium one, and that one could have been like en route. I'm pretty sure actually it was en route, just at the beginning of it. And yeah, so I didn't find gold for a while, and so the most important thing is just like, so that we can get moving in a forward direction, is, you know, obviously what we've already found, but then making sure that we have lots of ice and magnesium for guns. And the ability, you know, for the ice is not just for the thrusters, it's going to be mostly for running the engines that's going to like be charging the batteries. And that's the only reason why I think like it might be good to find a silicon one, just so we're not using rock, because I'm having to kick this early because we're super heavy. In fact, actually, I might have not started this early enough. We'll see. It's gonna be a close one. thankfully, drill. Yeah, and I was like, all right, that's fully charged. We're gonna take 7 and that. Gonna take it nice and easy. Trying to figure out what direction we're heading here. See if we can't zero this out a little bit more. Alright, let's at least start heading towards the house. Those headlights really, they help and hinder at the same time. I need to probably move them. What we're doing here. All right, well, let's head this way for a bit. And that's the base right there, the base of the base. The base of the base. We're close enough now, so we're gonna set ourselves the auto lock. And I get that right there. Cool. Finally found 0. Turn this down slightly. Just need to lock down. Don't care where, don't care how. There it is. Woohoo! All right, and I can guarantee you that that refiner is not chewed through. I guess it is. Surprise, 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 surprise. Alright, let's get this. We'll go through the iron first. That'll process through quicker. Get in there. Oh, already full. That's impressive. So, put this over here. All right, so absolutely what we want to do first is get this thing outfitted. Well, hey, you stray little Bobby. So first thing we absolutely want to do is basically get the thrusters in all directions situation rectified. So we have backing with the ion, so we'll just keep that. So we've got forward with that, so we need just up, down, left, right. So that's going to be easily achievable, actually. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I'm going to start with this, and then I need to make 100 of those. So easy cheesy, we take this T. I don't know why I grabbed those, because I just need take these. So what we're gonna do is this, like I said, easy cheesy. We're just going to put this T there and a T there. So we got front and back. This will give us left, right, up, and down. And then we just do up. It would be actually right, even though it's on the left side. And this is the left, so on the right side. Up, down, left, right. Now we don't have to do funky gyro stuff anymore. So, like one of the things I'm going to change this out, because I just realized one of the things that I do want to add is more tanks. So I'm gonna change that out to. So I did need those interior plates after all. Say 5. Because what I want to do, I want to do 4 tube. Do this one and yeah. That and then it's not the prettiest. It's all, this is all function over fashion. Alright, so gonna turn these off. Alright, so I'm gonna need some large tubes. I'm gonna need some motors. It's gonna need a bunch of stuff. I can go ahead and make 100 of those because we're gonna need them, and we should have very variable amount of a cornucopia of. Actually, we need to put that in there, and that will take care of that. And we're gonna need 2. Is it 4 per or 2 per? 4 per. So 4 times 4, 16. Just get silly and we'll just do a full 20. One more interior plate. 2 more. For 3 more construction components. Give me the small tubes. Okay. I think we'll need a few of these, so I'll take some of those. I know I need some of those. Let's see what else we need. Oh yeah, I need the interior plates. I need like 5 of them. I need to make them, I got them. Grab like 10. So I don't want to second guess myself and have to go back. So that's done.
Energy low.
Okay, we need steel plate there and steel plate there. Ooh, we're 2 lights on our battery. Excellent. Let's see. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do with my extra 4 metal grids that I made is I'm going to throw in an actual cargo container. 4, 3. There, now I can get rid of this weirdo. Saying this weirdo's not so bad, it's just a matter of I'd like to have all of that in the same spot so that the refinery can actually pick it up. Yeah. Alright, now what I'm going to do is look at what we can do in regards to that will work out really well, actually. I feel. Because now this makes this the doorway. Justified. Cool. Alright. So where are you going? Let's do that. Okay, we can access it from there. Gee, get this out. I thought we had a lot more, but I guess not. All right, let's finish this connector because we're over time. Attach the ship, the newly modified ship to said container and call it a night. this up here, so got enough cobalt to do the little bit of things that we want to do. So we just want to keep the focus on other things. Move that gravel out of the way. Doesn't do anything for us. Process that little bit of stone. Get out of the way. Get out of here. Alright. We do need to throw a camera on the back, but that's not a big deal. Alright, I need to bait that. Oh crap, didn't finish those hydro sinks. Derp. Just need steel plate, and we're making those anyway, so there's that. Go to our new handy dandy connector, grab some of those. Alright, let's fix up our dashboard here real quick. Let's see, so we need thrust. So I got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and these are gonna be thrusters. Save. Oops, thruster. On off. Okay, that takes care of that one. We need G. This here. Need to get that landing. Oops, not that one. Press more wrong buttons. Okay. Press camera rear in case we had another one. Tank. Taking the word small. This would kill. The thing that bothers me is that they put small in there and large in there, where it's just like there should be, you know, cut down on the words. We just use tank and large tank, or I do. Tank spot. I don't need them in the inventory system because I'm not gonna that, but I'll put autofill on them just in case. Actually, probably gonna be able to reach this one, so is that the one? No, 2. I mean, I probably reach 3, but tank 2, inventory 3. That way I can see if I use it to fill my tanks. Alright, and there's that. And is there anything else I need to update? I don't think so. I should do it. Alright, let's test this out. All of it on. Disconnect. Up. Around. Yeah. Seven. Ooh. Oh, it's very fast, very pokey. And we are locked. Yes. We are in a great state now. Sit in this chair. We anyway. Alright. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me for another thing. We did a lot today. It didn't feel like it. It was mostly kind of sitting around waiting till we got to some place, but a lot got done today. We secured the base underground. You know, the home base underground. We modified our drill ship so that we can go and retrieve ores. And we found all of our primary ores that we need, including ice, including cobalt. So now next time, and we got our connectors all set up, next time we can start actually building out our arc ship. And so with that, I will, if I don't talk to you before, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Good night.